What's up? Welcome to today's video. Let me take a drink of water. I would love to invite you to take a drink of water with me or whatever your drink is. I found this water bottle at my parents' and I totally forgot about it. How I knew though is the sticker. The sticker makes it mine, okay? And I added a little sticker up top. I think it's like a sun, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe a really cool flower. Don't know, but I love it. Oh man, beautiful. Okay, welcome to today's video. My name's Leah and I am a tarot and oracle reader here on YouTube. And I'm also kind of just, floating around here and there with random content. So definitely check out more if you like my vibe, my energy. But I like to make collective videos, pick a card videos, what can help you as the viewer know a little bit more about yourself in terms of like what you don't know about what's happening already. So there's a lot of different things that pop up in these readings, but I like to take a little time beforehand to collect myself as the reader, because I read for like the divine, I read for different kind of like entities, if you will, as well, or different kind of like sources on the spiritual side. And I'm just like basically the person on the switchboard. If you ever know about when they had like, this is way back when, but when they had like telephone calls and they needed to call the, I don't know, phone operator, and then they would like switch it to the person who they want to like call to before we had cell phones and all that fun stuff. So I'm kind of like the telephone operator. So I was like, for this video specifically, I was like, okay, what should we talk about? And what was really coming up is patience and learning how to not perfect it, but more so allow patience to become part of what you embody with what you do through your day. So there's something about how right now I don't want to say it's like good things, because it's kind of just for you to judge yourself, whether it's good for you or bad for you. It's up to you to decide. It's not me to tell you whether it's good or bad, but it's more so I'm like, okay, this is the direction that this is going in if you want to continue in this direction. So what is coming up though is slowing down when you are making action on your dreams, your goals, your manifestations. There's something about how you and your mental state within you, kind of like your 5D self, is way more kind of adapted than your 3D self. And there needs to be some kind of slowing down with your 5D so that you can reintegrate into your 3D, because there's something about your 5D being kind of a couple years ahead of your 3D self, if this makes sense. So basically, patience is a virtue because you can gain so many different types of awarenesses. That's not a word, awarenesses, but you know what? I'll make it a word. You have gained so much knowledge about yourself because of this patience. You're able to see more of your own picture because you're choosing to, because you're choosing to save energy by slowing down. So instead of you getting really excited about the things that are like really exciting, you're choosing to more so understand how does it involve, like what kind of lesson is here, and allowing yourself to enjoy the moment, yes, but know that this isn't the end result. So, it's kind of like I'm getting that you are understanding that this is it's kind of like a long distance race, is what was going through my mind as I was kind of like collecting the message, where it's like a marathon instead of 4 laps around the track, if you will. Let me just take a moment because my throat chakra is fussy. It's kind of like backing up. Like, this is a throat chakra oil. I have to take a minute. I would, in this time, while we have this time, just breathe, if you will. Yeah, it's interesting. Interesting. It's like I want to burp, but it won't come. That's so interesting. Hold on, I want to take a minute. My throat is just there we go. See, there's something about how I know this video seems like so all over the place, but really that's the message. Right now, there's a lot of things that are all over the place. What I'm getting is patience and organization while you are patient. There's a lot of things that need to happen in your physical 3D reality that's not just like you. It's like literally it could be clutter, like physical clutter. It could be maybe refreshing your wardrobe, going through the little knickknacks in your desk, going through your kitchen appliances, because I'm literally listing what I've been doing myself, and what I've been kind of told to tell you is like what I've been doing that has been helping me with my own journey. Since I'm part of the collective, I figured that this would maybe help give a few light bulbs a little electricity. That's funny. But yeah, there's something about I just heard dude, it is all chill. It's all gonna work out. Ooh. So let's get to the cards. The 4 of Wands and the 6 of Swords. So this really is like a mind game right now for us as the collective, but for you specifically as a member of the collective, this is up to you to kind of decide how you want to go about this. You do not need to be patient. If you decide that you want to go quicker than what you deem patient is for the pace, like a patient pace, instead going at a fast pace, then do that. Decide how you want to be, because I'm getting that kind of the level of energy that you can exert, if you will. And I'm getting that there's something about how you're exerting energy that is a lot more of awareness. It's this mindful exertion of energy. Boom. There's an airplane flying up too. Dude, this Seven of Pentacles, like my thumb hit it and it rolled to the reverse, but originally it was the Seven of Pentacles upright. Okay, so something about self-doubt is actually a really bummer when it sorry if this is like jolting you guys. I apologize. I will one day, I'll get this collected. I just kind of actually reorganized my desk and it's a little old, it's wooden desk. Oh my gosh, hold on, excuse me. Okay, I can do this, maybe. Okay, this is an issue. Oh man. Okay, there you go. That's funny. Okay, so yes, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, something about mindful movement, exerting energy, MMEE. Okay. I'm getting that with this year for the collective. It's really about concentrating more on small matters that haven't been taken care of. And I don't know if it's just the year or for this video specifically, but there's something about how these small areas are areas where you kind of are waiting to feel some kind of emotional fulfillment with. And it's kind of like in getting that you're seeing a lot of different results that you want to, but at the same time, I'm getting that these results can kind of like be a long, kind of drawn out process, or there's something about how it'll be consistent enough where your kind of dreams and goals attached to these results will come true. But it's about that dedication towards knowing when to like fall back and give you the energy instead of giving outside of you. Kind of like knowing when to concentrate within you of your emotional state, your mental state, your kind of spiritual state, whatever it is that's inside of you, you can control. Concentrate on that. And then I'm getting that when you feel balanced and organized within, there's going to be action outside. But really right now for the collective, it's about organizing within so that you can, and like this is all through a very patient, nurturing, knowing that it's going to take time, consistency, repetition, but it's not going to be like the same exact repetition. Kind of every time that you repeat, it'll be a different result, but you're gaining so much power, y'all. Like you are gaining so much. I'm getting like in Dragon Ball Z when they go Super Saiyan and like their hair turns blonde because their energy, like that's what's gonna happen to you is you're gonna go like Super Saiyan. Saiyan, am I saying it right? I don't know. I feel like I'm saying it with a little accent in the end. But there's something about how you're going to be embodying a whole like I'm just super impressed. Like you are going to impress yourself. And I'm getting that there's this like interesting energy on my back where it's like, it feels almost as if my back, like imagining I have some kind of wings on my back and they're like transforming. And it's like kind of like I feel stronger in areas or like more aware of my muscles and toned power, if you will, than before. That's interesting. So there is something about how you being able to control this energy and be patient with it and kind of adapt and become strong and grow within this energy is going to allow you to, ooh, oh, this is interesting. Okay, let me finish this and then I'll get to the cards. This energy, like once you're able to embody it, it's kind of like a really interesting, mature version of you that it does take time, but I see that you are absolutely on that way to being like that mastered, mature me of who you are. So we have the Ten of Cups and we have Judgment in reverse. Okay. So what I'm getting is this has to do with what before you thought was emotional fulfilling for you. You have changed your judgment on that and you now have seen a bit more of what really is emotionally fulfilling for you. And I'm getting that it's less to do with outside of you and more to do within you. Okay. So yes, that's interesting because some cards fell out. We got the Tower. It fell out like this. Okay, so it is in the reverse. So this is something that maybe you are a little bit aware of what I just said. Like within you is something that really, gosh, that is really emotionally fulfilling. You're like, wow, actually, I don't need to be around other people to feel okay about myself. Like the more that, maybe I do shadow work, the more I do some self-realizations, the more I kind of basically do journal prompts, maybe you do some art, creativity as well. There's something about with the collective how some form of creative expression that you used to do as a child. I don't know if you've been doing it or you've been kind of encouraged to try it out, but there's something how that is kind of like igniting this this wildfire of empowerment within you. And it's like on kind of those really dark, gloomy days, Edgar Allan Poe style, like Forks, Washington, Twilight weather style, those kind of days where it's really gloomy. It's kind of like you tapping into these different hobbies you used to do of like creative self-expression allows you to ignite that fire again. And it's great because it allows those gloomy days to have a little bit of some warmth that reminds you of love and maybe like some other emotional kind of fulfillment other than something that is gloomy and kind of rainy. And maybe you'll like be able to tap into more of the sunny area and aspect and release kind of feeling and focusing on the gloomy, like, I don't know. And it can be through the releasing I'm getting is through the creative expression as well, is the way of releasing for you. If you haven't kind of put two to two together, you absolutely can release emotional pain, any type of emotion through creative expression. I love to do this myself through poetry. For some reason, that just really dives deep and it can get whatever, it can be however it is because it's from a place within me. And there's not going to be anything outside of me that can be what is within me, if that makes sense. Because it's kind of like coming from a whole different seed of inspiration, like mustard seed of inspiration. Or as I heard it also, a golden nugget. I love it. So yeah, I don't know. Let me go through, this is the deck Oracle of Pluto. this is a deck that I'm like, I love. This is, oh, I haven't gotten a deck in so long. And so this is a exploration of the undiscovered self. So there's something about what I was kind of talking about that popped up where I'm like, self-discovery. So we're going to go into it. Yes, I think that's what I wanted to talk about. Yes, we got the porcupine. Nice. Let's do this. Ancestral wisdom. As above, so below. As without, so within. As the universe, so the soul. So there are a couple things that I said previously that come to mind when I have read that. One, you absolutely have it within you. The answers of like, how can I feel better? How can I feel better? It is within you. That releasing process that I talk about, you have to give yourself permission to release that emotion in order to feel a different type of emotion. Because how you feel is how your mind and like your third eye, maybe even your eyes, focus on current present matter. So if you want to feel, let's say you don't want to feel sad anymore, okay? You need to release the sadness, come to some kind of conclusion, come to some kind of ending, and give yourself permission and say, I give myself permission to release this feeling of sadness to, and whoever it is that you want to release it to, whoever it is. And then you make sure to cut cords, because this is an energy. It's going to be tied to you. So you need to cut cords, right? So this is like scissors. These are scissors, right? Cutting cords with the sadness. And so trusting and using your imagination come into play. You trust and use your imagination, imagining that sadness is now butterflying off, and they are now free, right? It is now a butterfly. So you have that space left over for you to welcome in what you want to feel now, what you want to focus on now, because your emotions really are connected to what you focus on, and what you focus on are connected to your emotions. They go hand in hand. So the more that you allow yourself to take back it's just like your right as a person within you to kind of take control of your emotional state is something that's so liberating, y'all. Like, oh my gosh, in a world where it's just like, we're so shamed on of just something that's natural for us, and to be able to release this emotional kind of burden of what other people put on you and do it and give permission and like do it on your own, DIY style, right? And take back yourself, take back your authenticity, your life, because this is your chance, every day that you wake up, this is your chance to take back more and more of what others have taken from you when you're like a kid, right? Like, totally awesome. But this is your responsibility. I wish I could do it for you, but I can't. I can only tell you what has helped me when it came to me liberating myself, and when it came to me and my own wisdom that I have gained. Life is just so amazing, but it's amazing when you see others liberate themselves, and when you find out how to liberate yourself, especially from emotional burdens, emotional baggage, the whole like not feeling so good about yourself. I get it. It is a hard feeling to feel. And that's why releasing it is so nice. Like, it is so nice not to feel so heavy and down about who you are in a natural sense. Like, self-acceptance is beautiful. Yes! Like, I'm so happy that it's a thing in our reality. Like, self-acceptance is a thing. Yes, please. Thank you. Again, encore. Please show up again. You know what I mean? Like, whoa. Okay, so we have Lion. Trying to see. Sometimes I can flip to the right page and I'm like, whoa, destiny, baby. That's when you know that things just work out willy-nilly. Like, you're driving, you get up to a red and you don't even need a stop. It turns green right when you get there. That's destiny. Like, what? How lucky. So there is something about with the collective in terms of being lucky and destiny, where it's kind of like you kind of figured out what has worked for you, which is really nice because it works for everyone, but in different ways. We're all different. So it's important to focus on like, what works for you? What works for you? Oh my gosh, I don't know him anymore, but I knew someone named Destiny. And I'm like, how cool is that? Like, your name is literally Destiny. I don't know. My name's Leah. So we have Lion is going to be your next card. The Divine Masculine, Pride, the Father. Okay. So the shadow version of a king is the tyrant, the authoritarian, the dictator. An enlightened ruler is benevolent and values the people who make up his kingdom. He is willing to listen to their wants, needs, and desires while also respecting the weight of responsibility and power he commands. So locate, where are you? There you are. Oh, hi, how's it going? You're not there, you're there. Okay, locate the king inside of you. How can you feel embodied and balanced when in power? Okay, so I am getting that the collective might have some fear around being the one in power, where it's, oh, okay, I get it now. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna end it on this. So with the collective, they feel a lot of responsibility to make the kind of right decision for the betterment of all. And I'm getting like, to do this is like, you already know that you're making the right decision because it's kind of like who you are. Like, you are the leader. So what you choose in terms of that intuitive, wise way of going about, because this is where patience is coming into play. It allows you to think not so much on your feet, but allows you to take time with what you were given, like the information and everything given, so that you can come to a answer or a solution that's way more kind of, how would I put this? It's way more thought out. It's way more given more attention to detail, if you will. Oh, mindful movement. I'm just putting in for the title. Hold on. Attention to detail. I love that. So there is something about how you are really, I'm getting with the collective, you are such an amazing person when it comes to attention to detail. And it kind of is like, it works really efficiently when it comes at a pace of very mindful movement. So if it's like, you know, you kind of got a full tank, you can go a little bit. When it comes to like, I'm getting when it comes to you and where you're at energy wise, like, can you take on other people, like helping other people or supporting other people? Can you take on that weight? Or do you need to take some time away from other people and kind of recharge however it is for you? But yeah, so that's awesome. That is going to be the message for the collective. I am so honored and so blessed that you're here today. Like, how awesome. You are such an amazing person. I don't know if you know this, but you matter so much in the world to me, and especially, I hope, to you. I hope that you can get one day to a place where you can embody the authenticity and feel that freedom and release that fear and be able to live a very authentic, expressed life, you know, but also whatever else you want to do in life. I hope you're able to get there and so much more. Life is amazing. It is tough though sometimes. Remember, on those very tough days, tomorrow will come, tomorrow will come, tomorrow will come, okay? So take deep breaths. Remember to live every single day as if it could be your last. I hope it's not. But remember that you are so, so, so much full of matter in this world. And you're awesome. I could just go on. I literally could go on for the next 20 minutes giving you compliments. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Yeah. I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.